How you handle a situation is really up to you and it's your choice. The career path that I'm in, I know I'm gonna have to take a lot of bullets for certain things. So it's just, I'm not letting it fuck up the armor.
My come up is harder. I bust up my drip. My diamonds is water. My come up is lit. MyComeUp.com.
Hey, it's Lenny. So last year I sat down with digital maverick, entrepreneur and philanthropist Karen Civil. Now I think and I feel that her story is honestly one of remarkable tenacity and growth. She grew up in New Jersey and managed to get her first break making websites for the likes of the Backstreet Boys, and channeled her way up to making sites for the likes of Lil Wayne, and then going on to working with music artists like Nipsey Hussle, YG and Mac Miller. I feel like Karen's story resonates with both me and the audience because she is a DIY individual. She does it herself. And I feel like these rules are not only applicable to your journey, but more importantly, there is a lot that we can learn from them. So, here are my 6 rules of success from Karen Civil, taken from my interview with her on MYCOMEUP. Let's get this started and let me know what you think. Rule number 1, accept your difference.
It was a situation where I stopped going, why don't people like me? Why don't people accept me? I had to accept myself, had to understand, like, Karen, you're always gonna be different. You know, you can either accept it, you can embrace it, or you can walk through life with this woe is me, trying to fit in and conform into this place that's not for you. And it took me watching Cinderella to have this notion of like her sisters trying to put their foot into the shoe, into the glass slipper, and it's like, yo, this is not for you to, this isn't for you. So I had to remember like these ideas and these things, these thoughts that people had for what my life is, who I should be. Like, it's the same thing, like, Karen, you don't fit into this mold, and that's okay. So certain people can look at it like it's a negative thing, but I looked at it as a positive thing. Like, thank you very much for teaching me very young that I do not belong, that I do not fit in. And it goes back to the labels of, you called me different. I thought I was eccentric. You called me weird. I thought I was unique. So it's taking a negative label and switching it to a positive.
Rule number 2, a hiccup is a lesson.
I go through life where it's just, I call them like hiccups now. It's something that happens and I continue to move forward. How you handle a situation is really up to you and it's your choice. And now I'm at a place, before I used to mope, I used to cry, I would give up at a point, but now I'm not doing that. You know, it's just, I'm so comfortable with understanding a hiccup is a learning lesson, what I can take from a situation. The career path that I'm in, I know I'm gonna have to take a lot of bullets for certain things. So it's just, I'm not letting it fuck up the armor. I'm not letting it stop me from where I need to go. And it's just a part of the process. So, now I just continue to look at the glass half full for everything that I do.
Rule number 3, a really important one. Ignore the naysayers.
I can't let naysayers dictate my energy, my space, where I'm at, and it's just, I'm just in such an unbothered state. Like, I don't care at this point because none of this fuels me. None of it keeps me going. I'm not one of the ones like, oh, haters keep me going. No, y'all don't move nothing over here. I always love positivity, whatever the case may be. It's just, but I'm not letting, with the internet being so rampant now, it is something that helped build my career. But at the same time, I'm not letting it fuel me in any way because whatever fuels you can starve you.
Rule number 4, see your identity as a blessing.
Whatever blessings are coming my way, God put me in this body and gave me this skin and everything for a reason. So I'm not gonna let society tell me that who I am, my identity, is not a blessing. So I take it for that, and then continuing again, looking at the glass half full. There are times where I feel like my male counterparts will say something I just said, or they'll say the same thing and it's taken in. And when it comes to me, it's taken with like, oh, caution, and they don't want to move as fast and things like that. And I have to understand it is a boys' club, but I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be part of your club. I'm building my civil regime over here.
Rule number 5, success comes with sacrifice.
It's definitely a process. It's not the easiest, but it's a lot of things I felt like I have to sacrifice. in order to make my goal, in order to sustain things. And at times people don't get it. You know, I am sacrificing a lot of myself, and people become very selfish because they're like, why are you not coming to this? I'm like, well, you know, the house you like or the car or the things you want and X, Y, Z, that's me sacrificing this to get to this. So it's like, pick what do you want? Like, I can't, you know, people are still getting used to understanding, like, okay, I have to understand this is her career, this is her life. They think you can just drop it and just, oh, I'm gonna go do X, oh, it's gonna run itself. It's not like that.
Rule number 6, and I think a really powerful one, is surround yourself with eagles.
I have to remember in this world, you know, there are, and I say this in the most respectable manner, but I'm like, in this world, in this industry, there are 4 different types of animals. So there are eagles who soar, there are crabs who bring you down, there are snakes, and you know what they're for, to bite, to whatever, and then there are chickens. So it's like, what do you choose to be? And that's the place I put people in who do certain things. I'm like, okay, you're doing what you're supposed to. Like, you're a snake, you're doing what you're supposed to. You're a crab, you're pulling me down, you're doing what you're supposed to. So I make sure I just surround myself with eagles.
So these are 6 rules of success from Karen Civil, taken from my interview with her on MYCOMEUP. Now, if you agree or resonate with any of these rules, please let me know down in the comments. I'm Lenny, and these are Karen Civil's 6 rules of success, and I look forward to sharing more with you.